Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio.
Ow!
I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
Corey DLG.
Nico DLG.
You listen to us on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Sister Stations.
Worldwide at.
IRLoneStar.com.
We hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. You started with us last Friday. Now you can finish it with us today on Monday.
You know what? I'm sour today. I don't care.
You're sour?
I don't care.
Why are you sour?
I'm just saying. I'm just sour
You're sour?
today.
Why are
I
you
woke
sour?
up today and you know what I decided? I don't care.
You don't care no more?
Don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't want to hear about how good your weekends were.
Yeah, so tell us, you know what, tell us about that. Go to facebook.com/NerdThugRadio. Just tell us about your weekend if you want to.
Yeah.
If you don't,
Just
it's
let us
cool
know
too.
how you do.
But if you do, we'll listen. Maybe we'll share some funny stories.
Let's start ripping off other radios bits about was there any intercourse,
Oh, yeah.
body fluids,
We'll name it differently.
or celebrity interactions.
Yeah. Tell us all about that.
No.
We should have announced this on Friday's show so they would told us, and then we could have talked about it today.
Oh,
We're so lame.
We're stupid.
But
See, now we gotta wait like a whole week.
so we just went through New Year's,
Yep.
New Year's Eve,
Survived.
New Year's Day,
Still here.
threat of ice,
Still standing.
No ice happened really, I don't think.
Nah. Nah.
But I participated in one of the
Great American Rituals.
Great American Ritual, at least in the Houston area.
Yeah.
So there's
sure.
a store in local malls, Nico.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't go there very often. I can't afford it. But
Yeah.
it's called Dillard's.
What?
Dillard's, the department store.
They can't afford Dillards.
What's a Dillard's?
It's a department store.
It's
Oh,
a white
okay.
people thing.
Oh, okay.
No, not necessarily. No, it isn't, sir. So they have an annual.
I believed him.
It is not, sir. They have an annual New Year's Day sale where they mark all of their clearance items,
So these are already discounted.
already discounted, off another 50%.
All right, so you can 25% off.
No,
Or
no,
not like 20. They're 25% of what they usually are.
No.
Clearance is typically 30 to 50% off.
Right.
So big discount already. So it's already half price,
And then it's
and
another
then half of that.
half of
So
that
you're
again.
paying 20 to 40% of original value.
So what you're getting is you're getting Coach purses for females that are typically $400 or $500. You're getting them for $50 and $60,
Whoa.
$100. It's a pretty big deal. Then they have
That's significant.
then they have all their Christmas stuff. They have it marked 80% off because they're just trying to get rid of it.
Right.
So there's all kinds
So
of stuff.
you
in
load
this
up on
place.
the Christmas decorations for
Right.
$3.
That's what you do. That's what
Yeah.
you do.
Boom.
So we've gone. My wife has gone every year. Every year for the last 9 years. Her and her mom have gone.
That's
Savages.
Last
that's
year-
a long time.
Last year, I went with her
Dedication.
very, very shortly before we went to Zacatomics for D&D last year.
Oh, that's right. I
And
forgot
so
about
this year, though, starting a new job, I need to get some new duds. So she's like, "You have to come with me." I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll do it." Well, we picked the side that opens into the purses. So there's 4 entrances in this Dillard's. So it opens at 10 o'clock. The Dillard's does. We arrived around 8:45 in the
Oh.
freezing cold.
Mm-hmm.
We were not the first people in line.
Nope.
Y'all stood in line?
We were about 4 rows back from the door.
Oh my gosh.
And so we're sitting there, and there's the roll-up doors, right? Here's your first warning. They have a police officer at every entrance who stands up on the outside,
right?
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the little
Benches or
right, the little concrete
foliage stuff.
barrier stuff, yeah.
and reads a disclaimer for Dillard's
Oh.
about pushing, shoving, fighting, being courteous to release Dillard's of any kind of
yeah,
intensity.
right.
Right.
And then,
in case someone gets trampled.
so in front of us there are some fairly larger people,
Okay.
women to be exact.
All right.
And when 10 o'clock hits, they start raising up the rolling door. These women don't even wait for the door to get up. They are rolling underneath the door. They are ducking. And it's just, when you see movies and, if there's a cell or whatever. What's that movie, that toy movie with Sinbad?
Oh, yeah,
Where they're fighting over the toy?
Right.
Yeah, these people just take off sprinting. I have never seen that many overweight. I don't want to offend anyone, but never seen that many overweight women move that fast.
You have been to Golden Corral.
They were flying, jumping over displays of stuff,
Oh my
rolling
God.
underneath stuff, shoving and fighting.
I was about to say, was there any violence?
Yeah, and people were yelling, "Stop pushing!" And people were kind of nudging me in the back. And
Right.
I just stopped at one point, and then they couldn't get. I did this, and people couldn't get around me for a second.
The good tea
And I
pose.
wasn't even going for the purses, but they're jumping over, they're grabbing stuff, they're snatching stuff out of people's hands.
Oh.
It was intense.
Oh.
And so
I would have had murders on me at that
Allie
point.
Savage was going to the sunglass station.
Did you lead block?
No, me and her mom went to a different area. And she scoops up like 5 pairs. Like people are looking at the sunglasses, and she's like, "It's," and she just grabs like 6 pairs of I forget what they're looking for. A certain like expensive brand, whatever.
Right.
Ray-Bans. She scoops up 6 Ray-Bans and it's like, "Those are mine." She's like, I didn't see them in your hand." Just turns around and walks off.
Boom, savage.
And so then like you
Earned the name.
Yeah, so you get all this, you get tons of stuff, and then you huddle in a corner, and you start going through your stuff like Christmas and deciding, do we want these or not want these? And so then you're just like randomly like putting stuff back in different
sounds
places.
terrible.
It was.
This is why I don't go sale shopping.
So
I would die.
There's 3 stories in the Willowbrook Dillards.
Okay.
They would let no one up to the 2nd floor if they had merchandise in their hand. You had to buy everything in your hand first before they would let you go up levels.
That's control of inventory right there.
Right.
Smart.
That is control
And
of
then
inventory.
so many registers were being used, they were crashing.
Oh no.
Like they didn't even have their like
oh god.
internet service correctly. You had to like take all your stuff and put it in under $200 increments so the credit card machines would work.
Oh, no.
And then we left there and went to the one in the Woodlands.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Another
I was
one?
done by then, but you know I was stuck.
I'd be done in like 28 seconds. Like
And,
I don't know who
but
would
they-
put up with that.
Allie Savage, let's make some passes. She's like, oh look at this! Like people, like I said, they huddle up and they just leave stuff random places.
Right.
And then she's like, oh look at this! No, I was like, we don't need that. But we don't need that though. So just put it back. Put it back. But yeah, man, it was. I text Corey. I said, remind me about Dillard's.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, remind me again. I was like, no, I'm at Dillard's now at this cell.
Yeah.
Just ask me what was going on, because like army crawling underneath like roll up gates and like rolling under. Like you had to witness it.
I've never seen something like that because
You
the
have
closest
to.
is like the Black Friday videos, and I always say to myself, if I was at a place like that, I would just leave.
Right.
Like, there's nothing in this building that I need so bad that I'm willing to do the things that you people are doing to each other.
I got a
No,
bunch of
100%.
stuff. I did get a new Sega Genesis at Dillard's.
Nice.
Okay.
It's
Like the-
preloaded with like 81 games.
the little
No,
one?
it's different than the one you have.
Oh, okay.
So this one's preloaded with like 81 games and
Uh-huh.
2 remote controls.
Oh.
And then you can still put a cartridge on top.
Okay, so it's kind of similar to the one I have.
Similar but not congruent.
But, right.
It's got
What-
all 3 Mortal Kombats on it.
I was about to
Oh,
say,
that's
it's like,
pretty
does
good.
it have good 80s?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Tw-
Interesting.
$10.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, I know, right?
$10.
So yeah,
80 games.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in on that. But yeah, it's funny like when Walmart does their Black Friday, because now they've changed it to where they release different things at different times.
Yeah.
And so it's all taped up.
Right.
And then so you'll see people like starting to huddle around like the tape. What is going to be revealed? What is
Right.
this?
So I worked a million years ago a Christmas at Target.
I was supposed to once and I quit.
So
Wow, nice.
I'll tell you that story in a sec.
Black Friday comes around though, and it was one of the worst experiences I've never had a job worse than this in my entire life. They put me and a buddy of mine, also forward friend of the show.
Hey, Austin.
We worked. He put a alias
Yeah.
on his
We
resume.
talked about this one day.
So a
one
nickname
night.
was Schuyler. So he would never respond to Schuyler though because it wasn't his name.
Gotcha.
They put he and I to help in electronics, and essentially we were just running back and forth to the back to grab more stuff to bring to the front to sell, like nonstop. Hey, we need 12 more TVs brought up here. Go get them. And
Gotcha,
so
boss.
we're just like have these big carts, and we're just loading stuff up. But we hid 2 of the TVs because the Black Friday deal was so good. We were both like, we want one of these, and we're
Yeah.
going to put our discount on it. So we stashed them, and we kept them hidden the whole day. The
That's
whole
impressive.
day. We kept moving them around.
That's
like
impressive.
every time we would get back to the warehouse, people are like looking because people are actively looking for
Because
stuff.
the system says you have them, probably.
Right. These systems
Where
like
do these go?
Right. And so I'm like, there's probably somebody walking around with them. They're probably gonna check them out here any minute. There are none back there. We've been going back there all day. And so like people are still like going, like we're hiding, we're stacking boxes on top of them. Like we're fake. We built a fake box and put it over both of them. Like
That's impressive.
we went all out because it was two TVs that at the time.
Were you able to purchase them?
We did. At the end of the night, he and I each walked up and we're like employee discount on our way out. Each was one of these TVs. And all of the managers had at different points been looking for them and knew what there's no way they didn't know what we
Right.
did. And one of them said, excuse me, we were looking for these all day. And he and I kind of laughed and we were like, that's weird because these 2 were on the shelf.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, they weren't.
I don't know what to tell you, guy.
Yeah. I said,
don't know
well,
what to tell you.
you can see us on the camera picking them up off the shelf and putting them on the cart, which you can. But what you don't know is after they kicked out all the customers, we first walked by and like covertly blocked one of us from the camera and put them back on the shelf, and then walked back by with the car.
Nice.
We're crafty.
Never would have.
I got a Christmas job at Target once, and I worked day 1, day 2. On day 2, one of my cousins called me and says, "Hey, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and I've got tickets to the Texans game."
Yeah.
And I said, "Okay." I was like, "Well, work's not gonna let me off because it's blacked out." So I just quit. I quit Target to go to the Texans game. It was more important to me at the moment.
We actually we did go to the UT had a bowl game that year.
Yeah.
And Austin Ford, due to his numerous hookups and love, rich people love Austin Ford. We were invited to box seats for UT's bowl game, I believe against Colorado.
Nice.
I believe this was Vince Young's final bowl game, if I remember correctly, the timing of all of this. We then...
Nope, inaccurate.
Is it?
I think his last game was the national championship game.
Oh, you're right. Good call.
US.
Good call. Good call. This is Colt McCoy's first bowl game against
Also,
Colorado.
It wouldn't have been Colorado. They were still in the Big 12.
It was a bowl game. It wasn't a... It was...
They don't play each other. Regardless, you went to the game.
Yeah. Maybe Missouri, maybe? It's
That
like it's a
sounds
black
right.
and gold color.
That sounds
Okay, maybe it was Missouri.
not Missouri either. Continue.
But they shut him out all the way up. They didn't. They might have got a field goal at the end of the game when everyone booed him. But we set box seats for the whole bowl.
Yeah.
And we were like, when we
You
went back,
probably were at the Big 12 championship game. Maybe.
yeah, probably.
That was Colorado.
Yeah, probably. When we went back into work, they were like, "Hey, you guys missed work yesterday." And we were like, "Yeah, we went to a championship game." And they were like, "You can't do that."
You can't do that.
What?
That'd have been that'd have been early December.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want.
Right.
I'm Schuyler. I'm Schuyler. Beep.
He literally, like, the radio would go off over and over. Skylar?
Skylar?
Skylar, come in. And finally, I would be like, Austin! Oh, right. This is Skylar.
Let's jump out to a break real quick with our buddy Skyler. When we come back, we're going to get into the new weekly top 3.
Woo!
Nerd Thug Radio.